I'm John. So nice to meet you. Let me take you to lunch. He had access to information that we really needed. So they told me to accidentally bump into him.
So I surveilled him for a week, and he was single, and on Saturday morning, he went to a coffee shop.
So I go into the coffee shop, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I said, I know you. Ministry of Foreign Affairs? He said, yes. Do I know you? I said, I am John from the American Embassy. Oh, nice to see you. I said, hey, good to see you too. You live in the area? Yes, I do. I said, oh, so do I. I didn't. I live like across town. Oh, fancy meeting you here at this coffee shop. I come here all the time. Do you? Yeah, he says, I come here all the time. Why don't you have a seat? He says. So I sit down. At the end of the conversation, I go back to the embassy. I read a cable. I said,
He's gay. I'm 100% sure he's gay.
So then we started this conversation. Headquarters and I. How can we use that to our benefit?
Did he have a wife?
No. Which was unusual at his age.
How did you know he was gay?
It was a vibe.
So, headquarters says,
We want you to pretend that you're gay.
I said, oh, come on, you guys. No, we really need the information. You gotta pretend that you're gay. I said, okay, I'll do it.
I'll do it for Uncle Sam.
So I call him and I said, hey, I have 2 tickets to this show and I was hoping maybe you'd be free. Maybe we'll grab some sushi afterwards. He said, yeah, I'd love to. So we go to the show. He thoroughly enjoyed it. And we go for sushi afterwards. And then we go out again and he says, why don't you go over to my place tonight and I'll make dinner. I said, great. So I go over to his place. He made a lovely dinner. And then I thought, well, I have to invite him to my place. So I told my wife, you're gonna have to like get out. So she left. I made dinner. I removed all the pictures of us together. And we had just gotten married. So we had like our wedding picture up and everything. At the dinner,
He leaned in to kiss me, and I instinctively backed off. And
he said, oh my God, I'm sorry. I thought you're gay. And I said,
Oh no, I am gay. I'm not into hairy guys.
And he's like, oh, okay. I said, I'm sorry. I think you're great, but I'm not feeling it.
You didn't kiss him?
No.